So the first thing that I'm going to take is my Ulta Color Correcting Foundation and Primer Stick in the color Rich Mocha. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. powder brush and I'm going to stipple my foundation on. This is a foundation stick, like I said, so I just kind of, and if I'm looking down, my mirror is right here. So I just kind of take it, and as you can see, I've already kind of filled in my eyebrows. So yeah, I just kind of take it and draw. Like, it kind of makes me think of like when you're in elementary school and you're learning about Native Americans, and you know, we all know how corrupted history class is, but when you're learning about them and they say how they, or like when you're learning about African culture and they say how they use the different markings on their face to tell a story when they're doing their story times and stuff like that. So that's just what this makes me think of. But I just kind of get a even distribution of the foundation along the perimeters of my face, and just to make sure that I have enough to actually go in and work with. And with this, it has, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but it has a green color correcting part in the middle of the foundation, so that obviously helps with color correcting. So then I said stipple, but I use circular motions when I use my foundation stick. If I use a liquid foundation, then I will stipple with this brush, or I'll use a Real Technique stippling brush, but today I'm just going to use my powder brush, and I'm going to go in circular motions all across my face. To my forehead, because I've already done my eyebrows, I kind of like to sweep it across as to not mess up, because since the brush is so big, if I do big circles around my face, I'm probably going to mess up my eyebrows. So I just like to take my time and kind of press it in to my forehead. And also I sweat a lot on the perimeter of my forehead if it's hot outside, so I like to press my foundation into my skin so that it can adhere to the primer and that it won't, it'll have a lower chance of sliding off throughout the day. Okay, so that's pretty much it for foundation. I usually don't go in with another color or anything like that, but I'm gonna take my NYX HD concealer in the color Nutmeg. It's CWO8 and the color is Nutmeg, and I'm gonna put this underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my cupid's bow and on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. So I'm gonna basically use this color to highlight, and where I don't feel like it's bright enough, I usually go back in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in the color Fawn. It just looks like this, and I will go over the places that I need to be a little bit lighter. So each his own. So I'm just gonna take the NYX concealer and I'm going to put it under my eyes a little bit. I don't do a super bright highlight just because that's not really my style, but I do like a little bit of a highlight. And then, like I said, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, my chin, and to get under my eyes, I like to use my e.l.f. I don't even know what the name of this brush is, but you can see it's like made on a contour, like on a curve, and I like to use that to get underneath my eyes just because I feel like it gets in there better. So I use light stippling motions and I sweep back and forth just to press the concealer into my skin again. And then once I get underneath my eyes pretty good, I bring it down, and my roommate just left for class. I can see her outside the window. But yeah, so I just stipple it on like that. And then I'm going to repeat the process on the other side. And I don't know if you guys can tell already, but I can see a difference in how bright underneath my eyes look. So that's why I like doing this. For me, it looks pretty good, so I'm not going to go in with my LA Girls concealer. I'm going to take my Milani Baked Blush in Bellissimo Bronze, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm going to go over my highlight and set my highlight with this. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So I use this e.l.f. like contouring brush. It's just it resembles the other brush, but it's like flat all the way across. And I take my Black Radiance Baked Bronzer in Blackberry, and I just give myself a very light contour for an everyday look.
Wait, I gave you my heart.
Again, I just kind of want to add a little bit of definition back into my face, because what will happen is if you just use your foundation and leave it flat like that, your face will look like one-dimensional, like it'll just all look one color, and you won't have your natural shadows where your cheeks naturally kind of, you know, where your cheekbones fall and all that kind of stuff. So I just like to add a little bit of contour back into my face. And then I go in and kind of blend it all out if I feel like it's too much with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. So I use a big fluffy Real Techniques powder brush, and I go all over my face. So yes, I do cover my highlight and my contour, but I do it on purpose because, like I said, I'm not going for a super beat face or anything. So I just do a real quick all over powder. I don't like a super powdery face, so I don't go really heavy on the powder. But as you can see, like, I haven't completely covered up what I did before, but if I do feel like I have, I'll go back in with whatever I feel like is missing. So for this, I'm going to go back in with my contour color, and I'm going to add a little bit to the same brush that I used, and I'll just go back in and add a little bit more if I feel like I really need it. So that's that. So that's pretty much it for the face. For the eye look, I usually do a really quick smoky eye. So I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm gonna do my shadow, my liner, and then I'm gonna do my shadow, my eyeliner, and my mascara all off camera, and then I'll come back and show you guys what I do to finish up my look. I'm gonna go in with this brown lip pencil. So yeah, I'm gonna line my lips with this as soon as I find a mirror to use, so I can stop like leaning into the camera. I'm trying to work on like looking at you guys. So yeah, I'm using the mirror for my Naked Basics palette. So I'm just going to do a rough line on my lips as soon as I stop talking. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Lingerie lipstick in Honeymoon, and I'm going to add that to the very center of my lips just to give my lips a little bit of dimension.
Wait, I gave you my heart.
So this is pretty much the completed look. I'm gonna go ahead and back up the camera so you guys can see the full effect. So if you guys would like to see a video on how I did my hair, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I will do that as my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed my everyday makeup look tutorial. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment those down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for my next video. See you guys next time. Bye. Well, I had never gotten a perm before. My mom would straighten my hair for special occasions. My hair was really, really long. I